Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Wave 13. Now, as we can see, all four figures come showcased in that standard Lightning Collection window box packaging. Turning the boxes around, we can see some great images of all four figures. So with the box out of the way, let's go ahead and crack them open and let them breathe. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the newest wave of Lightning Collection action figures. And this is a really cool wave, as it's really spread out. And there's also kind of an animal theme going on with this particular wave, I noticed, which is pretty cool. But I'm so stoked for all of these, man. I just love the Lightning Collection. So we're going to start off with Lunar Wolf here. Now what I do love about Lunar Wolf, there was a couple mix-ups with this figure where he had the wrong amount of stripes on the chest, these gold stripes right here, and then he had the wrong boots. I believe they came out with white boots, but he's supposed to have silver, so luckily I found one at my local Walmart with the proper silver boots, all the blue diamonds, and the paint looks really, really good on this. Again, I especially love the striping that they've done here. It looks super clean. You got the wolf logo on his chest looking really, really good. All the golds look great. The helmet looks super good, man. I love how they did that with the nice silver, the sculpting with that blue on there. Even the red on the eyes looks really nice. The visor came out good too. You could even see like his teeth into the helmet looking really, really good. I love that whole look. And then you can see again the more stripes coming along the back looking really nice as well. So I'm not going to show off the articulation for any of these figures, as they're all pretty much the same. If you have any of the Lightning Collection figures, male or female, no matter what it be, with the exception of like the monsters and the beasts and things like that, they're all exactly the same. But we are going to take a look at his accessories here. So we do got things like interchangeable hands. You do get gripping hands for both sides like so, but I really love the fact that you get like his clawed hands for both sides. That's really cool, especially for his types of poses. He was always like, "Arr, arr," that kind of thing. So it works out really good, and I actually really do love that. You also do get his saber here, which I freaking love. I think they did a great job with that, man. The handle, the gold, the silver, the blue, all look really nice. But what I also like, you get it in its like blaster form, which is really cool. So it folds down to like his gun mode, which I think is super freaking rad. We also do get an effect piece, and again, this is one of those things that I do love about the Lightning Collection, that we get, again, just really cool blast effects with pretty much everything, and you can just slide this in there. There is a little section up there, and you could do stuff like that, so that's super cool. But of course, we also have to get an unhelmeted head, which I think Hasbro is doing great things, giving us unhelmeted head and alternate heads for pretty much, I think, like almost every figure, with the exception, again, the beasts. But this is super cool, man. They even got his little chin beard right there, his little goatee with the little highlights in there. I think it looks super cool, so I absolutely love how that turned out. So next up, I'm going to move over here to the Dyno Charge, which is the pink Ranger. I love the pink chosen in this figure. I think the pink looks so freaking good. Again, the helmet looks great with that big giant visor that's known for these particular Rangers. I think it looks really cool. You got the bits of silver right there. You got that green in the eyes looking really, really good. Even a silver for the mouthpiece. And I've always loved these particular designs, especially with the asymmetry of the suit here, where you got the shoulder spikes on the top right there. You even got that little pink Triceratops right there logo on that. Got the Morpher right here. Again, all looking really, really good. Skirt in pink is just nice and vibrant. I love that a lot. The silver nice around the boots. Same thing right there. All the paint looks super clean on all these figures, which I'm super happy about. So really, really love this one. So moving on to the accessories here, we do get, of course, interchangeable hands. You got these more like karate chopping hands, and you got gripping hands like so. 2 gripping hands, 1 for each side. And then for the right hand, we do get a closed-fisted hand like so, so that works out really nice. We, of course, get the signature blaster that comes with these figures, and it holds very, very well. We've seen these with all the Dyno Charge figures so far, and it looks really, really good. We, of course, again, do get a blast effect. That's two little ports right there for the barrels of the blaster, so we can plug those in, and that works out really, really well. Again, I love that Hasbro includes effects with pretty much every figure that we get, which is super cool. But of course, the best thing is going to be, in my opinion, the signature weapon with these figures. She gets her little like drill thing, whatever. I don't know what they're supposed to be called. Some kind of hand bladed weapons. All the characters are supposed to have these. I'm trying to think. I don't think they all came with this specific weapon, right? When there's supposed to be different versions. Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but when they're supposed to be like different versions for each figure or each character, and then you like stacked them and connected them or whatever it may be. Am I wrong in that, or am I completely making that up in my head? But either way, that looks really cool. Again, I love the pink Triceratops logo in there like that. The silver, all that looks really good, so I dig this so much, but she looks really good with that. And then, of course, we do get her unhelmeted head, which I think looks super good. The hair looks amazing. The face sculpt looks really, really nice. I have a little bit of a dot on the forehead of mine, but nothing terrible. I could probably just scrape that off. But the all the printing of the eyes and the lips all looks super good to me. So yeah, man, really digging how she came out. Now, moving on to the cog. Oh my God, so I actually really love the cog. They were actually my favorite foot soldiers out of every Power Ranger season, and that's probably because Zeo is my favorite season, and I thought these guys were way cooler than the Putty Patrol. I know, feel free to leave me the angry comments, but I love these guys, the way they look. The head looks just incredible. That sculpt is just so awesome. The gold looks really, really nice with the black eyes there, looking so good. I love how that turned out. Same thing with the suit. It is molded in like the silver plastic. A really nice dark silver. So you're going to get that kind of like swirling in the plastic when it comes to like metallic plastic. That's just something that's going to happen. And some people don't like that. I honestly don't mind. It doesn't really bother me the way it does some people. And for these guys, I think it actually works really good with the suit. I did miss out on the 2-pack that came out, which I do want to track down because that one had that one cog with like the more like maroon type suit, and I want to get those too. So I do want to army build these. The gauntlets and the hands all look really nice too. Pretty straightforward with the gold and silver on the bottom like that, and it looks like mine have a little pink scuffing right here on the boot, so I might have to try and get that off. But all this looks great, man. Really, really love this. Again, the cog are so freaking awesome. So moving on to his accessories, we do get interchangeable head, which I want to show off here first because I freaking love this, and I'm going to display him with the head like this. So we get this one right here that has the more open face mask going up on the head like that. I always loved when they did that on the show, and you can kind of see like the inner workings of the face, the cogs around the eyes, the red eyes looking really good with the silver in there, all looking super awesome. Again, he's staying like this, man, because I just love the way it looks. And again, I love the options here because again, I do want to army build these so I can have them having different looks, which works for me. So I dig that a lot. I'm going to go ahead and put the standard web back on for the sake of the review here. We do get interchangeable hands. So you got types of gripping hands, closed-fisted hands, more stylized open action hands like that. We do get their little spike weapon right here. That's like pretty cool. So you can hold this in the gripping hands, or you get the full extended version like that. So you can have a more just hold it in his hand or ready for action like that, which are really nice. These are really thick and pretty solid, so I do love that. Those look really, really good. But easily why everybody is here for this particular figure, we finally get Rocky's Tonfa weapons. Oh my God, we should have had these a long time ago because my boy here was screwed. I don't know what happened at Hasbro. They told us and showed us pictures that he was definitely going to come with his weapons, but he never did when he was released. And I remember reviewing this figure thinking, oh man, such a good figure. I love Zeo, my favorite team. I am so happy to have this figure, but why the heck did they not include his weapons? But now they finally fixed that. And thank God it's with the cog. It's an army builder, so you can have more than one to finally get my boy his proper due. Now the Zeo team feels more complete because now they all have their signature weapons, which is the way it should have been from a long, long time ago. Luckily, again, Hasbro kind of fixed that, but giving us the proper weapons, which, again, he looks super cool. This is what I love, man. So freaking happy that we finally can complete our Zeo Rocky figure. Now, lastly, I want to take a look at this guy because this is the first time we're finally getting a Lightning Collection figure based on the newest series of Power Rangers. And I'm going to be very honest with you, I don't know a ton about this season yet. I've only watched like the first maybe like 5 or 6 episodes. So I'm not too sure what's going on in the show. And I don't know everything about these characters yet. So I'm still kind of learning. And I really need to sit down and just watch the show because well, from what I did see, I thought it was actually really cool. But the suit here looks so awesome, man. I think they did such a good job here with the silvers. And again, with the red on this side, the asymmetry just looks super cool. The gold all around the wrist gauntlets, right there on the belt look really good. You got the morpher here, just done in a simple black. I do wish that were painted, of course, but that's a really small thing to get the little bits of detail paint, so I get that. But the helmet is where the money is, in my opinion. I freaking love this helmet. I think it looks so good. The red, the silver, the green, and the eyes like that. How they kind of made the visor look like teeth. I think it looks so good. I absolutely love these designs here. With the black, it looks to have a little bit of scuffing on the white there, so I could probably touch that up. But you can see even the white trim around the black looking really good too. Again, the red, the golds look really nice. So I just love this design, man. It's a really cool look. Definitely, I think, one of the better Power Rangers designs, honestly, and he just came out so good in this line. So now moving on to his accessories, we do get interchangeable hands. You got more like a stylized posing hand in there in the red, and on the left hand, you got the silver gripping hand. We also do get a closed fisted hand for his left side like that, and then a more gripping hand for holding things like his sword in the red for his right side like that. We, of course, do get his sword, but I think is a really cool sword. I love how unique this is. First of all, it's got those big old spiked blades on the back of the actual blade itself, sword blade itself, but the handle is this big, like, T-Rex head, which I think is really cool. You got the little handle on the back right there, some gold paint with a little red paint on the eyes. Again, I wish it was a little more detailed, but I get it. That's a very small thing to paint this extra detail, but I think they did a pretty good job. You, of course, do get a lightning effect that we've seen multiple times that you could attach to the blade like that. Again, I love that Hasbro even includes so many effect pieces with like every figure, which is really, really cool. But, of course, we do get the unhelmeted head, which I think looks really good. You know, I think he does in the show have like antenna because he's an alien. So he does have antenna that come out of the forehead, right? Or the top of the head. Does he retract them? I honestly can't. It's been such a long time since I saw those first few episodes. I don't remember. And this looks okay. This is one of those ones that I wish were honestly better. Sometimes it's weird with this line. The unhelmeted heads can look really good or just kind of terrible. And this is like, yeah, I'm not feeling this one as much. But I mean, honestly, I'm going to leave that helmeted head on because I just think that thing looks so freaking rad. So this guy just turned out great, man. I cannot wait to complete this whole team because I think this whole season, their looks just look incredible to me. So I'm so happy with this. So there it is, guys, my review of Wave 13 of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Now, this is a really cool wave, as I'm always stoked to get yet another Pink Ranger. I absolutely love Pink Rangers, and the fact that we're finally getting the Dyno Charge is fantastic, man. We're getting so close to building that team, especially when the Dyno Charge Red Ranger was way back in the very first wave, so that's pretty cool. We're almost there. The fact that we're getting the newest Red Ranger is pretty awesome. I absolutely love those designs, and he came out great. The silver on the paint of the helmet and his arms, the gold on around his legs and his bracers, all of that are fantastic. And I think his weapon, his sword, and effect pieces are all really well done. Sadly, his face sculpt, his unhelmeted face sculpt, is kind of weak, but it's not terrible. I've seen a lot worse from this line. The Lunar Wolf is so incredible, man. God, I love that figure. I think it turned out great. I'm so stoked that I got the proper version with the correct number of stripes going across the chest and the silver boots. I love his clawed hands. I think those work out great. I actually like those over him holding his weapon. But I also love the fact that we got it in sword form and in gun mode. So that's really cool too. And his unhelmeted head is really, really good. So that's definitely one of the better ones from this line. But man, the Cog, again, is just one of my favorite characters in Power Rangers. Again, Zeo is my favorite favorite series of my Power Rangers, and I'm always stoked to get the Cog. Again, I'm definitely gonna have to track down that 2-pack at some point, but I guess the biggest selling point for me is gonna be the fact that he comes with the Zeo Blues Tom Fuzz, which that figure should have came out with a long time ago. So either way, I'm so glad that Hasbro finally fixed that issue. Again, it should have came with the figure, but at least we got him now. Zeo feels more complete, and all 4 of these pieces are so awesome. This is a fantastic wave, and every last one of them is definitely a must get. So be excellent to each other, and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.